Welcome back to another video of Smith's Fishing Outdoors, and today we're trout fishing. We have an early catch and release season here in Wisconsin. It's 27 degrees this morning, and I really want to try out our new Scheels rods. They're 5'3" ultralight. Great rods. I like the way they feel in your hand. Let's go see if we can catch some big trout on them. We like to use a little bit of shorter rods for trout fishing because it's easier to snag a branch if you're using like a 6'6". So I can literally take this little short rod and go boom up the creek, and hopefully I catch a fish. So these trout are facing with their nose into the current. So we're walking upstream so we're not spooking them and they don't see us, because trout have really good eyes. So we're walking upstream. Oh, there's the trout that just hit the surface right there. But they're upstream and they're smashing bugs on the surface and other little minnows that are near them coming downstream. So they're just sitting right in the pockets. Caught a stick. But yeah, we're just walking upstream to see if we can pitch right in front of them, and hopefully they'll come up and eat it. Oh, I missed one. They're right up in there. Got one. Let's go. Oh, it's a good trout. Good trout. Oh, it's a big one. Nice brown. Nice brown. Oh.
Nice job.
Oh. Got a foot wet, but let's take a look at that brown. That's a good
13, 14.
13, 14.
Yeah, beautiful.
Crushed it.
Let's get them unhooked.
Oh, wow. That is a pretty fish. Alright, let's get one last look at him. Trout dry up fast, especially when it's cold, so want to get them back in the water.
It's only been out for a few seconds.
Whew.
Take right off.
Take right off. Let's go. As you can see, this rod that we picked up from Scheels the other day worked perfectly. And if you guys are looking to get into one of these, it's a trophy series. And it's a 5'3" ultralight, 1/32 to 1/4 ounce. It's a great rod. It fought that fish amazing. It's super easy to cast underneath these little branches. It's unbelievable.
Do you try to follow any current seams or anything?
Mostly, if I find like a little rock edge, like say I'm pitching like a little shore, if I see a few rocks over there and a little bit of current seeing, the trout like to sit right on the edge of that, because when they're sitting on the edge, they see food swimming down in the main current, they literally just swoop out, grab it, boom.
Now show me that sidearm casting. I mean, when you get in those tight quarters.
So I'm literally just taking a line like you normally cast. Instead of going overhand, I'm going like this, boom. I'm using a little Meps number 2 with a little bit of hackle on the end. I usually like the ones with a little bit of hackle These cast super well with this rod. So talking about reels that you want to use, we used a Lew's Laser Speed size 75. Some people might choose to use a size 2000 or 1000, but that's just too big for me. Although this reel is perfect because it's got a little bit longer spool, so you can hold a little bit more line and it's easier to cast. So literally I can just boom, flip it out, not worrying about how much line I have. I'm just worried about how to reel in the fish. If I was a trout, this is where I would be. Especially this little corner. Let's pop it in there.
What do you mean by popping?
There's little bugs that are floating down on the surface, and they're just coming down, and you'll just see them grab a bug on the surface, and it's pretty cool actually. Kind of working the current seam here. All the current's going along the side of that thing, so that's where the main hole is, and then there's the cut back here with all the water swooping back in, and the fish are sitting right on the edge of that. You know, trout fishing's pretty inexpensive. You can get a $30 Scheels rod like this, $40 reel, and a couple of spinners. With $75 to $100, you can have a full setup, really nice setup actually, and you can catch a whole bunch of trout. All we're looking for is little slacks behind these logs. So every time you get a log, like right over here, the log like erodes the sand and makes a hole where the trout just sit right behind. So another way I like to cast is you can literally steer, like how I'm putting my rod like that. I'm just keeping it away from all the brush and trying to make it go a little bit more towards the middle of the creek. Got that helps catch a fish. Well, we're doing a tip here. It's like a little brown. Just scoop them up. Well, that helps. Look at him. Pretty little guy.
Beautiful brown.
10-incher, I bet.
Nice.
He just came out and crushed it. Okay, threw a couple casts in there. I saw him popping, so I figured there might be one in there.
Yes. Sometimes it takes 5 or 6, 7 casts, you know?
Oh yeah, I took 4 casts, and he finally came out and ate and grabbed it. Probably annoyed him enough. Guys, browns are so pretty. Try not to drop them. Get them back in the water. Super pretty. Bye-bye. I think this hole would have a few fish. Just a small little bend. Well, I think that's gonna be my last cast. And if you guys want to go get one of these combos, go to Scheels in Eau Claire. And I hope you guys liked our one of our first trout videos, and it was really fun. We got to explore some new creeks and catch a few nice browns. If you guys want to see another one of these videos, comment down below. And again, we'll see you on the next adventure.